Hey everybody, WooFDriver coming right back at you. I am live. We are at the C&O Canal Trail, heading towards Edwards Ferry. If you join the WooFDriver Unleashed group, you'll get a sneak peek video of where we'll be tonight. Supposedly it's a haunted house or a haunted log house, and actually we have a video that I linked to it that shows people staying overnight and seeing it. So pretty cool. I'm going to flip the camera around and I'm going to give you a live view of where we're at. Now we've got a pretty good sized WooFDriver pit crew with us tonight, and consists of 5 of us total. Of course, we've got the wolf pack, and I'll give you a quick view of them right now. Here's the Jagster in his normal position of just chilling. He's getting ready for the run, though he doesn't look too excited. He is, trust me. And by the way, that's how we carry our water for them. It's a 5-gallon water bucket. They always have access to water to drink. These are batteries for high-tech vehicles. Going in here, here's the Z-Man. Now here's the Chaster. Chaster wants to give a kiss. Good boy. Zorro giving a kiss. Zorro giving it up. Good boys. That's Zorro and Chase. Hopefully you got to see that. And stay, Chase. Princess is in the back. There she is. And let me push them back. Come on, guys, back up. Good boys. Good boys. Back up. Back up. Good boy. So they're waiting patiently for the run. And got a whole crew here. We're pulling down what I call the tractor trailer. It's very long and narrow. That's going to be the main ride tonight with dogs on it. And it is electric power, pedal power, 2 people. See all our gear, so we can bring this to you. And the ramps. And here's the other bikes. These are some of my original bikes. And these bikes are all custom built for my application. They're quads or trikes, so they've got 3 wheels or 4 wheels down low to the ground. So it's almost like a sled on wheels when you're with the dogs, and it's just tons of fun. And they love being close by. When you can be on the same level as them, especially on these rigs, the dogs, as you can see, will ride right here. So they're right next to you. They can come up in your face and just have a good time, give lots of loving. They do not have to pull, as you can see. There's a motor, and there's pedals. So they can run, and you can see this is a big spring. So they can take all the pulling they want, or just all the running, and it's extremely comfortable for them. This lets them get mega mileage in, what they need. This is, again, they're of the Husky breed, northern breeds. Zorro's got a little Malamute in him, and this is one of my first original bikes. And this is a trike, actually, and they're all bikes in some way because they're built with bike parts. And this one is very interesting because the seat actually turns around. So this seat could face that direction. What that would be used for, training dogs. So when I train them to ride with us, that's how we do it. And hey, Bruce, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the live stream here. This has got pedals as well, and it's got the same kind of motor. These are all mid-drive motors for those of you that like to learn about this stuff. Obviously, pedals in the front. I've got camera mounts on all the stuff I've done. Again, because this is one of the original ones, the rails are all kind of nut and bolt fit. Whereas you'll see on the newer models, we were able to, this is aluminum, by the way, all the bikes except for that red one's not aluminum. We were able to make rails, and these are all adjustable, these springers. Hey, Christina, thanks so much for dropping by. And this one's really cool because, I don't know if you can see, but the cargo rack in the back can actually carry a water cooler. And what I do with that is I fill it with water, and I've developed a spray system so I could spray the dogs as they run. We have a whole misting nozzle system. It's on my WooFDriver website. It's pretty interesting. And you can see the back seat attaches or it comes off. So that helps transportation. It helps us have the extra rack. And that's really awesome. That's pretty much, we call that one the Super Quad Low Rider. They're all called ADVs. I know you know what an ATV is, most people do. All-terrain vehicle. These are ADVs, all-dog vehicles. By the way, I'll give you a quick shot here. This is how we unload the bikes when we carry them on top of the truck. We'll carry bikes on top of the truck so we don't have to do a trailer. But when we're doing a big crew like we are tonight, we need more bikes. Actually, we could probably, in most cases, fit 2 bikes on the Ford Excursion here, the 6-door Ford Excursion. But we brought 3 bikes tonight, so we weren't going to load that because Carrying an extra bike gives us the ability to have just a backup vehicle, so we're trying to do a live broadcast so we don't go down at all. Again, these are all handcrafted and hand custom built, so that means anything can break at any given time. You just don't know. He's lowering that down with an electric winch from the top of the vehicle. Those ramps are actually stock ramps that we've put together, which is pretty cool, and they give you that nice arc. Makes it nice to easily unload that. You might have seen the first video, we didn't have the winch working on the top. And you might be asking yourself, what are those cannons on the top? They're actually speakers. I mean, when we do this stuff, we usually got a party going on. We have fun with everything we do. And the dogs are all part of it. That's a great thing. So we play the music. We got lights on top. And actually, I don't know if you can see it from here, there's an aluminum deck up top. It's got diamond plating. Diamond plated aluminum deck, I should say, and that gives us the ability to actually stand on top for filming and, of course, carry the all-dog vehicles. And you can see this one is actually one that has the orange tires. Now I think they've had it for years, but they're starting to get popular again with the colored tires. We try to make ourselves as visible as possible because we're doing unusual stuff, and any visibility we can get helps us out, especially with the dogs. We want people to know we've got dogs in case they've got a dog with them, in case we run into any circumstances where we would need help. We just want to be noticed all the time for safety as well as for saying hi to everybody. But so we make ourselves usually as loud as possible. You'll notice the bikes are all painted different colors too, and that's so we can keep track of them. In other words, we're on the red bike, we broke down when we call for help. We've got a pretty sophisticated communication system, from satellite communicators when we're out of range to, of course, cell phone messaging, as well as using cell phone apps, smartphone apps that allow our pit crew that's not with us, our support team, to stay with us in virtual reality, for lack of a better description, where he can follow us and see if we would need assistance. If we stay in one location too long, maybe we're broken down, he'll radio ahead to us or satellite in to see if there's a problem. So much to talk about and so many cool things. If you haven't already, please join in on the WooFDriver Unleashed group. I started a group on here, and what that enables us to do is do some private broadcast and private, when I say private, a little more personal pictures I can post. It's all, of course, WooFDriver related, but some of the pictures, what happens on Facebook, people have complained to me they don't see some of my posts, and that's just Facebook throttling the feedback because they don't want you to occupy too much of a person's feed. So people have complained they haven't seen the posts when I've actually made the post. So the group will make it that you have instant access to anything I put out there. You don't have to view it, of course, but it'll show up in your feed. So plus I'm doing some special stuff on there for the group, and it's easier to communicate directly with me, etc. So hey Marjorie, thanks so much for joining us here. We're going to do about I think it's a scheduled 15-mile run this evening. Right now, we still probably got about a half-hour setup time, and through that half hour, I'll be filming and trying to do different things to show all of you what we do, because it's really quite an intricate operation, and a lot of research and development has gone into this to make this one of the coolest things that at least I do with the dogs. So hope you can enjoy that. And Bruce, I appreciate your question. Hey, thanks so much. And Bruce was saying he's on a PC and never did see a live video before. Yeah, Facebook has just started this where people are able to do live videos. It was usually reserved for celebrities, and now they're making it a viable option for almost anyone to post, which is really nice. I'm just going to take a walk around again.
That building, and when we turned off his street, he seen his right.
And we do also, tonight we'll have with us a professional videographer. So everybody with the live broadcast is limited to right now broadcasting from a cell phone. By the way, you can see it's my license plate. Everything I do is about the dogs. Four-wheel drive. You've heard of four-wheel drive. We're four-wheel drive. And the Brockway hood ornament. I pride myself on that. Actually, I used to be a tractor-trailer driver in a former lifetime. And I don't know if you remember, but I believe it was in the 50s, before my time, there was a line of trucks similar to Mack, but it was called Brockway. And I believe the Brockway brand was bought by Mack, maybe somewhere in the 60s. But they had the sled dog was their hood ornament, and these things are heavy. These puppies are heavy and nice, and occasionally you can find them available on eBay. And that's what I did to make this the real WooFDriver mobile. I've got people, as I'm doing this feed now, don't forget, go to WooFDriver Unleashed and please join that group. People are posting comments on some of the videos I did earlier, which are really interesting and fun too, and it's free. All this stuff's free. Yeah, you remember Mac, Bruce? Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? Pretty cool that you can still reminisce about this stuff with today's technology. It seems like a million years ago, but how important these companies and some of this memorabilia meant to our country, to the U.S., and to the time back then. Here's another Brockway sled dog. These were the side emblems. I put them on the side next to the Excursion. And hey, Shelby, thanks for joining us. Just giving a little dissertation. We're setting up so everybody can see for a big run tonight. Got a professional cameraman on board, so we're going to be doing some live broadcasting. Hopefully we'll have a signal out there. But I was just explaining a couple things on the truck, and try to get a view from the dogs on this side. I know everybody loves seeing the dogs. There's the Jagster. Jag is waiting patiently. Hi, Jagster. He's waiting to do his run. And you can see people ask, they all have water bowls. And this is kind of a row. This has 6 doors, this truck. You might notice an extra set of doors to keep the dogs comfortable, so we can haul the gear, haul the dogs as comfortable as possible, especially for long distances. Jack's doing a little yawn. I said he was excited. Maybe he's a little tired. Okay, and stay, boys. Have to tell him. Chase is down there. That's where his spot is right now. That's the Chaster man. This is the Zorro. Can I get a kiss, Zorro? Hope everyone got to see that. Jags, Chase. Okay, that's Jason Zorro. And Princess has got her little cubby. There's Princess. And again, everybody's got water. And Princess has her own little area. I don't know if you can see the water there. Hi, Princess. So that one's a little tougher. We got to lean the seat forward to get to her. And that makes it easy to travel with them. Here's the deck I was talking about. That's we put tie down. We put the places where we can tie down the vehicle, the all-dog vehicle. And these are the speakers I told you. It's a party when we do this. It's all about just enjoying life, having fun with the dogs, and doing what we do. So that's where we're at right now, folks. Any questions you have? Oh, thanks so much, Marjorie. I appreciate it. Oh, by the way, we put an air horn on this vehicle too, like a big rig, and takes me back to those days when I was driving. But when you're towing a trailer and all the equipment we do, and of course the dogs, and truck being as big as it is, you want people to know you're there and possibly get out of the way if need be. So the air horn adds to that. You can see we carry a lot of gear with us. A lot of this is camera gear, enable us to do our broadcast and what we do. And one more time before I sign off here. By the way, down here is the Potomac River. Pretty historic river in American history. Part of the Civil War. It flows, I don't know if it actually flows through Washington, D.C., but any of the monuments you'll see, because they're aerial shots, and Washington, D.C. is so small, and Potomac's all over the place, you usually see shots of the Potomac. So it's very historic. It's pretty muddy right now. We've had a lot of rain. Looks like the water's kind of high, too. It parallels a trail we're on pretty much the whole way. And when they built the C&O Canal, they did that purposely for water management. So that's pretty cool. I hope you can come back and see our live broadcast when we're actually on the all-dog vehicle, or referred to as a sled on wheels sometimes, because it's pretty cool. And by the way, some people ask, if you're watching this video live or in the future, some people say, well, you know, is that cruel for the dogs? And the dogs absolutely love it. Now, you can look back and see some of my other videos, and you'll see where we do run free. We do all kinds of activities. I'm a real physical guy. The Husky breed is perfect for my lifestyle, and that's why we're a perfect match. We do things, what I call free ranging. In today's world, it's very hard to take your dog off leash because of all the leash laws, which is understandable. And the crowdedness, quite frankly, where a lot of us live, when you get more to a rural area, there might be more of an opportunity. But, of course, it's not as populated there, so a lot of people have dogs in more crowded areas and leash laws take effect. I was fortunate enough, and this is not as uncommon as you think, because within so many miles you can usually find large masses of land where maybe there's a farm or someone owns it. Some of that land's even unusable, that you could maybe talk to someone about what I did, taking my dogs and running them to these areas off leash. And I have an ATV. It's electric, so I can hear the dogs, very quiet. No noise pollution, green, very eco-friendly, green, of course, and doesn't bother any wildlife. That's one of the things I do also, is I'm always cognizant. I love wildlife. And when you see the dogs out on the range, as I call it, free ranging, they're like wild wolves. It's like a photographic safari. So if you haven't seen any of those videos, please do. But we cover about 10 miles on the free ranging runs. And what I'm getting at is, those are on 500-acre farms. When you're talking 10 miles, you would think that's enough, but these dogs are built, believe it or not, for 100 to 150 miles a day under the right weather conditions and the right conditioning, physical conditioning. So we could do a run on the bike. So what I'm saying is, I can't accomplish even part of their needs properly by free ranging them off leash. I mean, and 500 acres, I'm usually not going to find places bigger than that. So the bikes give me an opportunity to take them any mileage they can go. We've gone as far as 30 miles. Sometimes we'll go out for 5 miles. Usually our runs average between 15 and 20 miles, but that gives them some straight running, what they need. We stop anytime they need it, and again, because of the Springer design and the design of these all-dog vehicles, they can pull if they choose to, and they don't have to pull at all if they don't want to. And what happens is, they can just trot along at their own pace. My job as the WooFDriver is to balance their speeds, because I've got a female that's 12 years old, actually a little better than 12 at this point. And of course, she can't go as fast as the younger guys. The younger guys are 6 years old now. And because of that, I'm balancing speed. So I spend most of my time on the brake, not even on the pedal or motor, unless we're uphill, which is on a lot of these trails are fairly level. So we get our mileage in, they kind of trot along, we move at a walking pace, and you'll see more of that in the video. So when you see the video, please understand that this is what this breed is built for. They're working dogs, they need a purpose, and it gives them exactly what they want. And I found the way to do that that makes this whole expedition an adventure. And they love it. They get to see new sights and sounds when I take them all over the East Coast of the United States. And we love it because we get to experience all kinds of new sights and sounds ourselves, as well as seeing them and giving them what they need. So please feel free to comment, ask me any questions. I am a husky expert. I've been doing this for better than 20 years. Love to hear your thoughts, take your questions, and read your comments. Hey Bruce, thanks so much again. I'm so glad you're here. It is. Bruce, thank you so much. And Bruce, real quickly, was just saying that it's a great alternative to snow, which it is. With the area in the United States I live, we're out of Maryland. You don't get much snow. So occasionally, I mean, lately we've had a blizzard here and there, but most of the time it's cold, Arctic temperatures sometimes, but just not the snow. And actually, these bikes will go through 2 or 3 inches of snow. So they're really versatile. They're great for year-round. I call it, again, the sled on wheels. And by the way, this all started out from me riding on a 2-wheel bike. These same Springer attachments will fit on a 2-wheel bike, and you could take your dogs in the neighborhood, which I did, for a quick mile, and they were pooped out. Of course, as you build on that, because depending on the breed, they can go a lot further when they go. But Sean saying Huskies love to pull. Harness sports are the best. They really are. Harness sports, such as pulling, what we're talking about, really gives them the opportunity to do what they were built to do. It gives them a job, it gives them a purpose, and lets them air it out, what they need to do. So, and they get very excited when they see the harnesses, because they know we're going, and that's their key. So, I am the WooFDriver once again. You are live with me right now on the C&O Canal. I'm getting ready to sign off, but I'll be right back at you hopefully within a half hour, 45 minutes. If you haven't yet, please join the WooFDriver Unleashed group. It's a little bit more of an intimate setting where I can address people because it's a smaller group, I can have a little bit more personal contact, and it'll give you a chance to see things I'm not posting to my regular Facebook page, because Facebook, again, they have their own algorithms, the way they do things. So keep that in mind. I look forward to seeing you real soon. I will be broadcasting first right here on the WooFDriver page, so stay tuned. Talk to you soon. This is WooFDriver signing off.